people generally just expect you to be rich. I mean rich, not, in fact, no, not rich, to be wealthy. Hi there fam, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gloria here, and I'm glad to be filming another video today. In this video I'm going to be talking about life as a pastor's child, pros and cons of being a pastor's child. My dad is a pastor, and automatically that makes me a pastor's child. I'm a pastor's daughter. Yes, she heard that right. I'm a pastor's daughter. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some things that comes with being a pastor's daughter. And being a pastor's daughter is more than being a pastor's daughter. Yes, it comes with a lot of sacrifices, it comes with responsibilities, it comes with expectations, it comes with a whole lot of things. So stay tuned, that is what we'll be discussing in today's video. First, let me disclaim this video is not meant to attack anyone. I just wanted to share and make you guys realize some things that you probably don't know that comes with being a pastor's child. So let's get to that. Like I said earlier, being a pastor's daughter comes with a lot of responsibilities, expectation, and sacrifices. Yes, I know you might look at me like, what she's saying, responsibilities, sacrifices, you're not even the pastor, but that is the honest truth, and that is what I'll be sharing with you in this video. So point one, being a pastor's child is not being able to do or say regular things because others are looking up to you. Yes, you can't say just anything because people are using certain slang and it seems normal. You can't use them. You can't do just anything. You can't go to just anywhere. You can't wear just anything, even if the clothes is beautiful and all of that. You can't wear just anything as a pastor's child. In fact, in my house, you can't wear a cloth that has certain prints on it. If we can't place a meaning to whatever is written on it or whatever image is on it, you can't wear it, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. It has to reflect that pastor's child, that believers, that a believer has to reflect in every area of your life. So yes, being a pastor's child is not being able to do or say regular things because you are unique, you are special, and you are not regular. You are different from the basic. Yes. Number two is always having to share my parents and having a billion siblings. See, if you are a type of child that you don't like sharing your parents or you get very jealous, then this is going to be very hard for you, because I used to be there. I used to be very jealous of people being around my parents or not even having my parents around me all the time. They are very supportive, they give me time, but in church you always have to share them. Of course, I can't be around my parents all the time in church. Yes, so you always have to share your parents because they have a lot of spiritual children, and you have a billion siblings that I cannot even know finish. I cannot meet all of them. Yes, I have a lot of siblings apart from my biological siblings. I have, hey God, I have a lot of siblings, and I love all of you. In case you are watching this, if I know you or not, and you are my parents' children, spiritual children, I love you all. You all are my siblings as well. Number three is unexpected visits. Yes, being a pastor's child is having people show up at your gates randomly without telling you, without pre-informing you that they'll be coming. Yes, that is what being a pastor's child is. You have guests at home. A week cannot go by without people coming home. Being a pastor's child means having a lot of people around, having people come home to see their pastor, to see their pastor's wife. People come home for counseling and all of that. And of course, I can't stop people from coming home. That's how will I do that? I can't stop people from coming home, because one day I will also need help. I will also have another pastor aside my dad. So yes, being a pastor's child is having a lot of people show up at your gate unexpected. So if you don't like people showing up at your gate unexpected, this is going to be very hard for you to get used to, but you get used to it eventually. Another one is being recognized by unknown people. I don't know if this happens to other pastors' children or it happens to me because my dad is quite known. But in this Ibadan, there is nowhere I will go to and I will not see someone that knows my dad and will tell me they can see his face on my face. Yes, I'm always being known by people, so I can't just do anything or see anything or go anywhere or do anyhow in public because of that fear of, oh, What if someone knows me here and I don't even know they know me? Yeah, so that is what being a pastor's child for me is like. Having a lot of people recognize you, like, oh, I'm a pastor. Ah, so Makitayo. People will just know me. My face gives me away a lot. So yes, it comes with that. And being a pastor's child is having a lot of people look up to you, having a lot of expectations, because people expect a lot from you in every ramification: spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, financially, academically. See, in every kali you can think of, people expect a lot. They expect perfection. They expect a lot of things. So being a pastor's child it comes with a lot of expectations that you have to, at least, I know I can't meet them all, but I try my best to do my best, if that makes sense. I try my best to do my best. Another thing about being a pastor's child in my house, in this house I live in, is weekly videos. Yes, we do weekly videos in my house, though, and you can't pass. You have to attend. You can't pass. You can't say, oh, I won't be attending. Why? You have to attend. We do family video in the house, and it's always interesting, actually, but then I'm still trying to get used to it. Since all these years, I'm still trying to adapt, because most times I'm always planning out my weekend, like, okay, oh, I want to watch film, do this, do that, but then my dad will just call us and tell us we'll be having all night this Friday. Like, wow, I had plans. But then I can't sit it out. I just have to attend, because it's family video, and we pray for our family, we pray for the church, we pray for all our friends, we pray for the country, we pray for our community, we pray a lot. We pray. I can't even start explaining, but it's always beautiful having to stand in the gap for people and be an intercessor. Yes, so we do weekly videos in my house. So if you are planning to come for a sleepover rather, in my house for a long period of time, you might join us for videos, and I won't discourage you. Please come, because you actually have a nice time in God's presence. Another thing is, people always think as a pastor's child you are rich because your father is a pastor. So I don't know if that pastor's child sounds like CBN owner or World Bank manager, or CEO. I don't even understand, but people generally just expect you to be rich. I mean rich, not rich. People expect you as a pastor's child to be wealthy. To be rich is different from being wealthy, yes. So they expect you to be wealthy a lot. I don't know where people heard that from. Maybe other pastors' children. I'm aspiring to get there. Currently, I'm not there. My account balance is is nothing to write home about. I'm not there. So maybe other pastors' children aspire to get there yet. I'm still working on it, but I don't know where people heard that one from, that pastors' children are rich. Koyemi. Another one is phone calls, and this one is particular to my parents. Yes, especially my dad, because his phone must not go off. Because he always thinks that probably someone is trying to reach him and they can't reach him because his phone is off. So yes, being a pastor's child or being a pastor, your phone will be buzzing a lot, especially when they can't reach your dad or your mom, and then they now happen to have your number. Yes, so somehow the phone call they reach me too sometimes. In fact, there are times that when he wants to nap, he wants to sleep, he will have to drop his phone with us outside and then go inside to nap, because if he says he wants to sleep and he doesn't do something about the phone, he will end up not sleeping, he will end up not napping, he will end up picking calls. I can't count the amount of time if his phone rings in a day. Yes, in fact, his phone must not go off, especially when you have pregnant women in the church. God have mercy on me. I don't know how my own will be. I'm not making fun of anyone. God have mercy. So NEPA took lights, but I'll keep filming this video because I'm almost done. Yes, so phone calls, they never end. Those phone calls, they never end. Yes, another thing about being a pastor's child is that it prepares you for the future. It prepares you ahead and sets the pace for unusual maturity. Yes, it prepares you ahead, and I really don't know how to explain these points, but trust me, it comes with a lot of preparation because you are you're already used to behaving in a certain way. You already have a certain knowledge. You already have access to information, not church members information, but you already know some things, so you just tend to be prepared. Really, you tend to be prepared financially, academically, maritally, spiritually. You are just really prepared, and I don't know how to explain the point, but it just prepares you in ways you cannot even think of. And another thing is people expecting you to know a lot of information as regards the church. They expect you to know every single church related information, and this is a point I really want to debunk. Being a pastor's child does not mean that I know everything going on in the church, and it doesn't mean that my dad tells me everything going on in the church. It doesn't mean he tells us at home everything going on in the church. So unless you are talking to the pastor or the church leadership, then I don't know, don't ask me any church related gist. If it is not something that was said in the announcement during service, don't ask me. If it was not mentioned during announcements, I'm assuring you I have no idea. I don't know about it. Yes, so people always think that being a pastor's child, you and your dad are running the church together, so you know everything going on in the church, and that's a big lie. Another thing is people always expect, I already said they think pastor's children are wealthy, yes, so they always expect you to have goodies for them every time. They don't expect you to be broke. They need this, give them. They need that, give them. Random people, friends, people just expect you to always have something to give them. And of course I always do. I have prayers to give you. I have words of encouragement to give you. I have words of affirmation to give you. So if you're expecting money, I'm not there yet. I'm still praying God will take me there. But now, silver or gold I have not. What I have, I give it to you in the name of the Lord. So another point is people don't expect you to have problems, or they don't expect you to face hard times as per your assistant Jesus. And the reality is that everyone will have their own fair share of life. So don't think because someone is a minister or a minister's child, they will be perfect. No, we are all humans. So because a minister or a minister's child is say down with a sickness, or they're having hard time with a particular thing, does not mean they are corrupt or they are carnal. Yes, they are not carnal. It's just that everyone will have their own fair share of life. Trials will come, temptations will come, problems will come. It's just that God will be there with us. God did not say we won't walk through the valley of shadow of death. He said he will be with us. So yes, when we pass through waters, when we pass through the fires, God is there with us. So don't think that being a pastor's child means not having problems. In fact, that is when you have more problems. If you know, you know. Being a pastor's child, being a minister, or being a minister's child is when you even have more problems. If you know, you know. Another thing is it commands a certain amount of respect. Yes, being a pastor's child commands a certain amount of respect, and I like this a lot. But then, if you are watching this, if you're a pastor's child or not, if anyone respects you, you need to respect them back. That is the normal, logical, same thing to do. Don't allow the respect get up in your head. Don't get carried away with the whole respect and everything. You should reciprocate the acts to others, irrespective of their age. Everyone deserves their respect. So don't cheat anyone, or don't allow the respect get to you so bad that you begin to misbehave. And yes, good and adequate preparation, like I said, it prepares you for a lot of things. Spiritually you are prepared, and being a child, being a female child, being a pastor's daughter, yes, it prepares you for it prepares you ahead maritally. Yes, it prepares you ahead maritally, because you just know you can afford to make certain mistakes marriage wise. you can't afford to make certain mistakes. So yes, it prepares you ahead in different ways I cannot even begin to mention. If problems come in future, you will not be scared. You not be scared because you know that you've been prepared for it. And also it strengthens your faith, because I've learned that a lot. You see, in this my house, in my family, that Mount Zion logo, if you know Mount Zion logo, they put "we act in faith." That is exactly how we run in this house. The whole summary of how we live in this house is the assurance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And that is what being a pastor's a pastor's child is all about. You just have faith. You just have that faith in God, that strong faith in God, that God will come through. Things will happen. God will not leave me. God will not forsake me. God will show up. I cannot be stranded. God will provide for me. Yes, you just believe, no matter what the situation or circumstances, you have that faith in God. And another thing is support. You have support both spiritually and physically, because people are always there to pray for you. People are always there to give you a shoulder to cry on when you need. So yes, having that support, having people remember you in your prayers, having people have your back is very beautiful. That's another thing that comes with being a pastor's child. And another thing is amazing networking, but this depends on your local church. It depends on how local or urban your local church is, if you understand what I'm saying. So if you're a pastor's child and your local church is not in a local environment, and you have a certain type of people, I don't know the word to use, but you have people that are idea in your church, then you can leverage on the fact that you're a pastor's child and network with them, and that opens you to opportunities, that gives you job opportunities. It just exposes you, and that's really good, if you understand what I'm saying. And another thing that comes with being a pastor's child is having fellowship that strengthens. You always know that you have people that you are equally yoked with. You have believers that you can discuss relatable topics with, people that relate with you, not just that people that you talk about certain things and they'll be lost. No, you have that fellowship that strengthens. When you feel your fire going down, people you can relate to, people you can talk to. You know, they say iron sharpens iron. Yeah, so you have that group of iron that you can always meet whenever anything comes up. And the last point I have here is amazing friendship. There are some friends that you make in church, and I promise you, you will not get those type of friends anywhere else. Yes, being a pastor's child or not, there are some friends that you make in your church, and you will not get those friends anywhere else. So yes, being a pastor's child comes with having amazing friends. You meet amazing people, people that will help you, people that will stand by you, and a lot more. So that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, give me a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy watching this video, give me a thumbs up as well. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, turn on your notification bell, and interact with me in the comment section. If you want me to do a part 2 of this video, or if you believe that there's a point I'm missing out, maybe a pastor's child as well, and there are things that I didn't mention and you want me to mention in another video, interact with me in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye.